Hello, church. This is Bolivar from Skaneateles Presbyterian Church. Thank you for watching. This is the introduction video of our week number 3 of our adult study in the season of fall called Covenant with God. And this week we are invited to explore Sabbath as a covenant. We are invited to explore in the book of Exodus, chapter 31, starting at verse 12 until 18. In there you will see how God welcomes the people of Israel and tells them that they should appropriate themselves of this promise of rest because they are no longer slaves. Because they have to acknowledge that they are the people of Israel, the chosen ones, and how God will be their God and they will be their people, and that's why they are free. Sabbath is a personal thing. It's something that you celebrate with God, where you acknowledge that God has given you a life and that you deserve to be free from all the things that make you work. Sabbath is a time for you to relax in the love of God and appropriate yourself of that energy, in that knowledge that God loves you and that He wants you to be free from whatever is making you captive. But Sabbath is also something that we celebrate in community. Sabbath might start as something personal, but is only understood in reality when you celebrate your freedom in community. So there you find worship. You find community. Spending time alone resting for the Lord is not Sabbath. Sabbath was something that everyone was called into being and celebrating together. It's taking the time off from work to celebrate what are the gifts and the talents that God has given to His people. Sabbath might be many things, but you are called to celebrate it in community. So there you will find places for you to be autonomous in what you choose to be free with, but also you're called into worship as part of Sabbath. To call and listen the story of salvation, the story of the people of God, and the story of God as our God. Sabbath is many things. It's a personal thing. It's a community thing. But how are we celebrating today? It's a question for us all. In the lesson, there's a big question that says, how are you disrupting Sabbath for others? And how are you allowing others to experience Sabbath? Have you taken the time to consider what is Sabbath and how are you enjoying the freedom because you are no longer a slave? Take the time to consider this covenant. Take the time to be and spend time of those things that allows you to have joy of being free. But also take the time to be with your community, celebrating the love and the freedom that God has given us. This lesson will continue. Stay tuned. Until next time, be blessed.